Hello, my name is Adrian Lozano. During this video, I will be trying the mythology test commit convert. And the way that I will be doing it is by implementing the string calculator, kata. It's basically a string calculator that goes like, that keeps evolving whenever you finish something. So yeah, I mean, these are the instructions that I will be following. But the actual mythology will be handled by this, by an extension called run on save. That whenever I save this file, this string calculator.py will run this command that will again run the test and the test file. And if everything goes well here, then it will do a commit. Otherwise, it will do a reset part, so all my changes will be lost. Yeah. Okay. So for example, just to test that this is working, I already did some very quick saves, but for example, right now, the only test is expecting a 0 as a result. So let's just say that, I don't know, I add a new line here. The result is still 0, so everything is okay. But for example, if I, instead of returning a 0, I return a 4, then my code will be reverted to the last state where when the tests were working. So yeah, I mean that's the plan. I will be starting right now. So I mean the first thing I will need to check empty string, which I think is already being tested right now. So the next thing is that I receive only one number, and I should just return that same number. So one, I think. I can also accept 2-digit numbers. Yes, so I can save that file without any problem. So now, I mean, the empty string is very, very simple. Return a 0. Otherwise, I mean, I'm only testing one number right now, so I can just return it as an int. But yeah, this shouldn't be a problem. So I'm just gonna save it. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, now I can receive 2 numbers separated by a comma. So here, in this case, I will be adding these 2 numbers, so the output should be a 5. And yeah, that's it for now. Like this won't work anymore. I need to do to split my string by comma. So I'm just on the second number. Okay. Comma. Okay. Now we'll be performing the sum. Normally sum. And I'm gonna type a 48 and sum will be adding the value of my number. And now you just return the final sum. Yeah, I think this, I mean, I'm just gonna get another test. Oh no, not right now. Yeah, right now there are only 2 numbers. Okay. Okay, things are going good. It's going well. The next step is to allow the method to handle an unknown amount of numbers, which I think I already did with this split. Yeah, so I think it's already been done. Let me just add some other test cases. 104. Okay, so this should give me a 9, and it should give me also 9, and this is a 5. Yes. So, I mean, I'm not gonna change anything. I think it's really working for this this case, since I'm doing a split. So I don't know, I'm just gonna run and save. Okay. This working. And now the next thing is to allow the method to handle new lines between numbers instead of commas. So for example, I can have, just copy this. I can have this as my input, and it should give me a 6. So yeah, I mean, basically I'm just adding like a new symbol to separate my numbers with this new line character and a comma. Okay. Yes, so what I can do is split by comma and do a split for each element, but now for a new line character. But I don't like that idea. I mean, I only want to have one split, so what I can do is to replace. I can replace the new line character by a comma. So I only need to do one split again, and it's basically just adding one line to my code. So here's a comma. Yeah, and there's, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna add this other two and try to put some new lines. Something like this. So give me a 27. This 9, 6. Okay. Now I think this should also work. I only added one line just to make sure. So it's gonna, okay, yeah, I think it went well. Okay, good. Yeah, everything's going good. I think that the approach of only adding, like little things in the code, it's making it a lot safer, and I mean, safer for the test committee, but also like I'm keeping this simple approach while doing it, since I don't want my code to disappear at some point. But yeah, now let me just go with the next steps. Okay, I mean, I don't need to test if the input is in the proper format or not. I can just assume that it is. Now I need to support different delimiters. The beginning of the string will contain the delimiter. Let me just show this. You can also see. I'm here in the support different delimiters. So let me just read it real quick. Okay, so I think that the input will have the delimiter that I will need to use. Then a new line character, that is this, and then the actual numbers separated by this delimiter right here. Okay, so instead of a comma or a new line character, no, sorry, no, the first line is optional. All existing scenarios is for the function. So I will need to add this other case. Okay, let me go back here. And right now it is working because I mean the delimiter is only a comma and the new line, but the new line I'm replacing it. So I mean, to make my code a little bit more clean, I think I will move this with some function, then just make sure that I don't mess up that part. So I'm just gonna put I don't know, add numbers, something like that. I will need the string, yes. I will need just copy paste this part like this. Okay, now in the else, I'm just need to call this function. Just to make sure that I don't mess up this this logic while performing the different delimers. So okay, add numbers. That is, I haven't added any test, so this should still be working. Okay, yes, this is working. Now I can actually implement in the other part. So different delimers. First character, well, I don't know if it's character or characters, will give me the delimiter. Okay, so for example, I mean, if the delimiter is a number, I mean, that be allowed here. So for example, 3. I mean, so we're like, my teacher right now is that here with this syntax, with this test, I can assume that the delimiter is 3, or I can assume that this is a normal case where the delimiter is the new line character. So there are like two possible things, but I mean, it's not possible to just assume that it will give me one result or another. I need to support the previous. I need to support the previous scenarios, all the existing ones. So yeah, I mean, I will come back to the numbers as a delimiter. Reason that I'm just gonna try to do this simple scenario. Of this, this. So for example, here the delimiter will be the symbol, then the output should be a 3. Okay. So this is the case that we'll be testing as of right now. I just make sure everything is okay. So now what I can do is check if the first character is a digit. I mean, I will kind of need to later assume that the limiter cannot be a number, but I don't think it's possible without breaking the existing scenarios. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to assume that I can add numbers at the limiter. This makes video short as possible. So yes, I will be doing that. But for right now, if the first character is a digit, then I will perform the current logic. Otherwise, I will need to do this something different. I will need to. I mean, I think I can. I will just. I mean, again, I don't want to mess up the current logic, so I'm just gonna copy this function. And I think that if I pass the delimiter and the slice of my string, then I can just, you know, avoid having to write new logic. And at some point I can reuse the other function. Just, I don't want to mess things up if they are working. So, for example, right now, what I will be doing is I will be adding numbers with A, and the delimiter is the first character. But I cannot pass the whole string. I will need to start at position 2, at index 2, then to the rest of the array, because yeah, this is 0, then 1, yeah, then I start at index number 2. Okay, that is that is okay, I think. Yeah, there is, the first one is a digit, then do this, otherwise do everything else. I mean, my test should work. I mean, I only added 1, but let me just, okay, but okay, there was something. String has no attribute, is digit, but I was sure it did. Let me just look for it very quickly. Oh, is it? It's digit without a capital letter. Yeah, I think that was the problem. Yeah, yes, digit without capital letter. So, okay, okay. So I don't remember if I put it here, but right now I'm gonna put it here. I think it's cleaner. So if the first factor is digit without a capital letter, then I will do the previous logic. Otherwise, or else, I will be adding the delimiter. I rename the function so I don't mess up. Delimiter. Okay, that is correct. I think return numbers 2. Again, a slice of my string. Then the delimiter, that should be the first character. In this case, is this symbol right here. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if the logic was correct. I only know that I made a typo. But yeah, I think right now I need to test the logic. I mean, I think it will work for this very simple case. Okay. Yes, it did. Now, okay. Now, what other scenario that I wanted to test and to implement is when I have more than one character at the delimiter. So, for example, I can have maybe P, I mean, this symbol and a P, then again, the same thing. And it's something I mean, my code right now won't work because I'm only taking the indexes. I mean, I'm only taking the first character, the digit. So, yeah, this won't work. But actually, before going there, I, I'm going to come in my my test. Before going there, I want to reuse this function, the add numbers that I would like to. different ones. But yeah, I mean, the logic is the same. The only thing that changes is the delimiter, and this replace won't affect because there shouldn't be a new line character there. Yes, it shouldn't. And if there is, well, I mean, the thing is, it's scenario is the one that I'm thinking about, where the new line is the delimiter. This is the scenario that I'm thinking about. But yeah, I don't think it's the problem. But right now, since again I'm taking like the absolute value of the absolute index of my delimiter. So yeah, I mean, if I gonna replace the same thing, I'm just gonna remove this. I don't need it anymore. And here, I will need to pass a comma as a delimiter. Yeah, I'm just trying to refactor my code a little bit. I think I'm scared for this case. I don't know. I mean, I don't think there should be a problem, honestly. But I am not very sure. But no, it shouldn't be an issue. So I'm just gonna save. Okay, yeah, now the code is looking a little bit better. Let me actually implement the other part. So it's the multiple characters. Okay, that is correct. Okay, so this, I don't need to change anything here. The problem is its index. So I will be needing to get where does it start and where does it end, right? I think that is the issue right now. I mean, so I'm just gonna get like the index. I'm just gonna write um, limit index as of right now. Yes, a 0 something like that. Then the delimiter is separated by a new line character. So right now, what I can do is just find the first new line, the new first new line character for each in A. Yeah, in A. But I mean, I already know that the first character is not, well, that the first character is part of the delimiter. So I think I can start on number one, index number one. Then I just need to check if there is a new line that will separate the delimiter from the actual numbers. And I think if this isn't the case, then this means that my delimiter is more than one character. Okay, this, I'm just gonna play it safe. Yeah, this a little bit ugly, but I'm playing it safe right now. So limit index. Otherwise, I mean, if I find a new line, then I just need to break. Yes, I just need to break there. And so, for example, in this case, my limit index for this specific scenario will end up being being 1. Why do I start at 0 if I know that the first one is part of the delimiter? Yes, I can start at 1. And then the delimiter will be a slice of my string that will include that will start at the beginning and end up at limit. I mean, it's where I would just type limit index and see and print my delimiter, but right now I cannot do that because it will get erased. So I just want to make sure. So it will be on to limit index. Limit index. I think the limit index, yeah. So right now I'm just gonna do a test. Maybe it is taking too long. So 1, then third 1, 2, okay, it will be exclusive, not inclusive this index. So I mean, at the end, it will say that the index is, for this case, it will be a 1. So I can just say 1. For this other one, it will be a 2. Since it will only find the letter P before finding the new line. So my delimiter will be from the start of my string until the second 1, 2. Yeah, I think that this works right now. I'm just making sure that I'm recording. Yeah, this is good. Okay, now I think this will still work. Hopefully. Oh, I almost saved it, but this part won't work. Okay, so right now I need to pass not from index 2, but from limit index of 1. Then that's it. I think, yeah, I mean, if I didn't change this, this scenario would have failed. So I'm just gonna say, okay. Good, perfect. So that is different delimiters with 1 or more character. I haven't, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna implement the numbers as delimiter. I think the videos were too long. But okay, so now let me go back here. I don't like having this here. I'm gonna mess it up at some point if it stays here. So again, I'm just gonna move it to a function at the top. I'm gonna put get find limiter index, and I just need these. And again, copy paste. And I just need to return the limit index. I almost took safe writing. Okay, so here I will need limit index. I don't want to change the name, but find the limiter index with A. And that's it. I just move it here so I don't mess it up at some point. But yeah, I mean, this is already, I mean, this should be the same logic. Put anything in another place. Yeah, I already clicked save. Okay, okay, this is good. Now, yeah, next step. Next step is handling negative numbers that will throw an exception. Negatives not allowed. And the negative was passed. So, okay, so if there's a negative, I need to raise an exception and also print these values in the exception message. Okay, so, my phone right now is, I didn't consider that the delimiter can be a dash like this. If this is the case, I will just, I will need to check a lot of things. This video is too long. So let's assume that the delimiter cannot be the dash. I don't want to make this video very long. So I will just need to add another condition right here. Well, I mean, I will need to again think. And also, I mean, basically the scenario that I'm thinking right now, the two scenarios that I'm thinking, it's -3 and -2. So this shouldn't assert equal to anything. I think there was assert races. Yeah, races. City. Okay, the expected exception is I will be writing about the order. Callable. Callable can be the method. Calculate that at arcs from the method. Yeah, otherwise I want to so -3 2 and that was it for this part. I'm just gonna copy paste right here. It is -2. Okay, so these are the scenarios that I will be dealing with right now. Okay, this will, for example, this if will be true for the second case. That is a problem. So in the add numbers, I will need to add the validation for the negative numbers. Again, I'm doing a split by the delimiter. In this case, the delimiter is a comma. So at the end, my array will be something like 3 -2. So I can just check if there's dash the current thing, then I would just need to, and this means that there's negative, and I will need to print all negatives. So negatives, I'm just gonna put it, I don't know, it's just a string right now. Negatives, I'm gonna concatenate the actual number, and just a little comment. Okay, so otherwise, just make this. Yeah, like that. I mean, I will make the sum for 3. but it will also find a negative value. And to check if there was negative, I can just see if negative is empty or not. If it is empty, I return the sum. Otherwise, I will raise value error with the negative side. No negatives are allowed. Found and negatives. It's already in the proper syntax, the negatives, so that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, I think that is for this case, this one right here. But the next thing is the other condition. So the next condition, yeah, this is a little bit tricky. Okay, I mean, I cannot check, just like if this was the case, I cannot check if this is a number or not. Well, then, right? I can check it if there's a number or not. If there is a number, it will be a negative value since I'm not taking numbers as a possible delimiter. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I think it was possible. So if a is digit with a capital letter, then if this is a digit, that means that there's a negative value. So I would just need to raise the exception right here. But I still need to find the value, right? So I don't want to, I mean, I can just call same function. I think I can do that. Yeah, I think because at the end, this will be the delimiter. So I can just do the same thing. I did a lot of mistakes. Okay, that was a mistake. Yeah, that wasn't the best idea. And I don't even know if this is the correct syntax for this. Okay. I mean, I already did it, so I'm not gonna erase it by willingly. Oh my god, there are so many things I'm trying to memorize them right now, honestly. But I think this should work. Like this case, we'll enter here, and then we'll do a split by a comma. Right now. And yeah, I mean, it will raise the negative because there was a negative, the first one. Yeah, I think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so those two. I mean, when I was talking, I came up with another scenario. Is how I already forgot. Okay, so when the delimiter is not a comma, that is the problem. When the delimiter is not a comma, we'll need to find it. But the problem is, for example, I'm talking about this case right here. Like something like this, like this, but I think this case can be handled by this other condition. I will just find it here and perform the same logic. Okay, I'm not taking into account that the delimiter can be a dash or a number. Make make this video So short. I think it's really a little bit long, but okay. Yeah, I mean, I can just do this. It's the same logic. I mean, I'm calling the add numbers. I'm already splitting my, well, slicing my string, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, this was the problem, but I think it's already been handled. We can say this and this. No, but this won't be a thing. No, this won't work. This scenario won't work. I need no, I need that other condition. I need it. Yes. Just to check if there's a number or not, like a negative number. And I'm not checking if there are double dash then a number because I'm assuming that the input is correct. I don't need to prove it. So by a comma, yeah, by comma, then okay. Yeah, I just added this, but I think it's being handled at the next case. Yes, I think this will. Did I already save it? I mean, did I just save and run? I don't know. But I mean, if I just save it, then okay. Okay, this is working. So yeah, I think that was it. I mean, there was a lot of cases that I didn't take into account. So, for example, if there are one thing I am not seeing is if I'm actually printing the values in the exception, because I cannot see the exception. So just to make sure that taking that into account, I think I can just, for erasing the exception, I would just print everything, all the negatives, without the message, well, with the message. Then I just need to copy paste here to make sure that the exception message is showing what I'm intending to show. I cannot see it right here because I don't know how. And this video is already too long, so I'm just gonna print that in there. So run. Okay, yeah, this is working already. So allowed, found. I'm just gonna add some other ones like 2, -7. Then here they're separated by a p. No, 2, -4. That is correct. Yeah, I think that is correct. So I don't know why I removed the other cases. Okay, I can use combination or printing them. So yeah, we found 3 negative values in the first one. -3, -5, -7, then -3, -4, and then -2. So I mean, I'm not sure if the exception is showing this message or not. I think so. I mean, it should be. But yeah, the last thing that I will do, I mean, this and this is the same. So, no, 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 I don't think I can do it. Ace digit or ace digit, and a one digit, something like this, just to make it better. Like this, or okay. I mean, I didn't change anything. Well, I did, but I don't think, I don't think that it. Let me just save. But oh no, let me, yeah, save. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, so I mean, I think that's it for the implementation. Again, a lot of cases I didn't test, I didn't implement, but I think that the whole point of this was to test the methodology that committed worked. And I think that at the end it was, I mean, I think I got lucky at some points. But yeah, I mean, I think um, like if I will need to do it again, I think I will if there is something like very, very critical. There is a code that I will need to, so that it never fails, it never shows something that it shouldn't be there. So yeah, I mean, as you may see in the video, like the approach that I took was very like a very safe one because I didn't want my code disappear. Um, but yeah, I mean, at the end, I think it just makes me to program and code with a different mentality. You know, like I will try to do things the easy way, but also I mean, the way that I know they will work. I will not come up with very um, complicated or long functions that receive a lot of things and a lot of nested ifs. So, for example, here again, my effort was to just have simple like one if, else, simple. Then maybe the like in some functions I will need it like a for then an if, but I don't think that's really an issue since it is clear. I think that at the end that would be, I mean, um, a good thing about taking this methodology, this middle verb that I came up with is very easy to read um, code, but also like easy to change and to know where things are going wrong or things may fail, something like that. But yeah, I mean, I was very scared to actually save the file, but I think at the end it paid off. Like, I mean, this is working. Yeah, it was. I mean, I didn't. I didn't experience a lot of um, code being erased, but honestly, I think that I programmed it, like a little bit more conscious of what I'm doing and the goal right here. Like, for example, the sync calculator, the whole problem is like evolving while it's being developed. So I think it's a good methodology. I don't think that maybe the run on safe something very like a good way to actually activate the test commit because sometimes like I was very tempted to just control S and save the file and just because I used to I tend to do that very often. But yeah, I mean, like the idea of the methodology was good. I think at the end it paid off. But yeah, I think that was it for me. Thanks.